What's good, y'all? Back to a brand new Comic Reacts, the latest issue number 24 of X-Force. So yeah, man, we now got Colossus with a beard. So that's new. Can't say I've seen that one before. But yeah, man, let's just jump right in. Hopefully the sun won't become an issue. It's starting to set, so hopefully I can get through these last two issues before the sun becomes an issue, but we'll have to wait and see on that front, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, translate from Russian. That's not the story I wanted to write. No, I refuse. Dimensional rift. I will. I still have a few drops of artistic integrity in me. You know, despite the degrading conditions of this globe. So you say, perhaps I can change your mind. Is that the 1955-51 vintage indeed? My Russian accent, that's my Russian accent, ladies and gentlemen. You'd like the taste, I imagine. No! This man is just, he's on the floor, like, licking up this wine like a dog, bro. It's fucking wine. It ain't that important, man. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that episode of Redo Healer, which I still haven't finished yet. I still have yet to finish that anime. I mostly watched the first 4 episodes as a joke for April Fools. But there was an episode, Redo Healer, where, like, I don't know if this was I forget if this was like the first episode. Around the first couple of episodes, and I don't know how many this was like repeated in other subsequent, but I know it was like in the first couple of episodes, the bitch, I forget her name, the bitch with the pink hair, comes in there and like legit takes like the drugs because she gets him addicted to drugs and everything, just smashes him on the floor or whatever, and just has him look it up. This is what that reminds me of. It reminds me of that scene from Redo Healer. Is that pertinent at all to X-Force? No, it is not, but I just decided to mention it. Anyway. Russia is a country of constant violent change, of sweeping political and artistic evolution. But one thing never changes. Even though the OGPU became the NKVD, Jesus Christ, became the MJB, became the KJB. Fuck's sakes, what's with all these names? The KJB, the secret police, has always been with us. This philosophy of watching from the shadows and manipulating things quietly holds true now as he smashes him with the wine bottle. For the next step of our evolution, for the next chamber, stabbing him with the wine bottle. Goddamn, that's hardcore. Like it or not, you will write what I ask of you, Chronicler. And if you don't, then you'll lose your right hand next. You wouldn't dare! Your wasted gift might as well be thrown away. Good. Very good. I can't wait to read what happens next. Goddamn, fam. Goddamn. Enhance. Closer to the heart. The island nation of Krakoa is the new home of humankind, and like all great nations, Krakoa has fantastic technological development and all manner of information that should remain state secrets. Best as head of the X-Force holds a lot of these secrets within his person, and when he realizes he has infiltrated by a tiny nesting doll sleeper agent, he calls on Black Tom to root it out before it can happen, before it can be compromised. Away from Krakoa proper, Colossus prefers the peaceful farming existence with his love, Kayla, helping to grow flowers needed for Krakoa's miracle drug. Christ, I can't speak today. And in another nation entirely, Mikhail Rasputin, Colossus's brother and no friend of Krakoa, works with his mysterious chronicler, telling stories that will change the world. We got Beast, Black Tom, Colossus, Kayla, Malkin, Raspin, and the Chronicler. Beast logbook, the Shadow Room. Is this like the Shadow Realm? Program, defunct, stage program, algorithmic generation, random threat scenarios to Krakoa. No. The program has the favor of chess, and an ability to respond to assaults by space, by sky and space. By gateway, I faced invisible diseases, nuclear bombs, chemical spills, disguised assassins. Sometimes I lose, but sometimes I win. Emergency path. I request the sage install a scenario with my body was compromised by Russia and by Russian nesting dolls. Various scenarios played out, and all of which resulted in me dying or becoming a host to that thing as it spied on me, gleaning valuable information. The algorithm provides only one solution: intermediate. Intermediate. That offer the possibility of survival of Black Tom Castle. Next page. Pests. Psst. BC. How's the lad? Tom, please, I don't have the energy to say so again. I need you to stop focusing on what's going on here externally. The shadow room. The point, Karko. Pay attention inside and pay attention instead of what's going on inside of me. I'm your navigator. I'll use a shadow room map to guide you if you get lost. But you need to stay the course, or that thing is going to burrow so deep inside you, I'll never get it out. Okay, down we go into Hangus. If I said that right. But if you keep howling like a banshee, you're going to keep breaking Black Tom's concentration. Why is man speaking in the third person? Now, where are we? Might have taken a wrong turn at the gonads or somewhere. Ended up at the spleen. It's like a bloody labyrinth in here. You're between the liver and the posterior vena cava. If you continue towards the heart, you should be able to locate. Ah, Black Tom's after you now, you little bugger. Seriously, why is he speaking in the third person? The fuck, you're not the Rock. Why are you speaking in the third person, fam? The fuck? The Savage Lad. I'm ready to call it a day, Pitor. You go ahead, Kayla. I'm going to keep at this for another hour or so. Excop tells me there are black hotels on medicine shipments millions deep. The shortage is so severe, even the farms of our coal can't keep up. Oh, sounds like the PS5. Most of your old friends seem to prefer the spotlight. Calling Central Park their address, making events, making the evening news. I love how quietly you want to save the world. I use my hands to break a lot of things. It's nice to use them for healing instead. Next page. But no lie though, I kinda dig the beard look. I kinda dig it, no lie. Okay, big guy, keep your distance. I'm in desperate need of a bath. You always smell sweet as a petal, Kayla. I will, by the time you get home, don't get too tired in the meantime. I'll be needing you. Oh. Okay, I see you. Tom, what's happening? Ah, bollocks! I appear to have an arterial breach. Fuck's sakes! Just a bit of a banjax, a wee leak in the dam, you might say. You might start feeling a bit lightheaded, but no worry. Everything's under control. We'll carve this one out like a plate of ravish and blood sausages. Okay. There now, Black Tom. Black Tom got the little bugger. Just like Black Tom would say. Immediate extraction fuck's sakes, why can't I speak? Incarceration is the only way to be sure. Please hurry. Early yet. They'll head down the Green Lagoon for a pint and maybe a dash of karaoke. Been practicing the wild rover, not half bad if I do say so. Bollocks, Tom. Every time you say that, something terrible happens to me. What's wrong? Bollocks, what is wrong? Mayo for Sam. Next page. Hold on. Back up the elevator. We missed our floor. Now where the hell are we? What are we in this stomach acid now? What is this? Oh, that's right. That's a right foul bowl of cabbage soup we're smelling. Tom, I believe you're in my stomach. Black Tom believes it too. Listen to me, Tom. I'm in a bit of a diet. I'm on a bit of a diet lately. I ate a giant salad this morning. Lots of good leafy greens from Krakoa. Who cares about your poochy belly and filthy suppers? Damn, man. You should care because the indigenous flora should respond to your command. Now that's an idea, is it? Next page. In the savage land, the sun sank and left behind a purple-red bruise on the horizon. Only then, under the shroud of night, did Pictorial return home. This was his favorite moment of every day. When he had finished with his good work, his muscles pleasantly spent. The air cooled and the fires flit. The smell of smoked meat and grilled vegetables spiced the air. She would be waiting for him. She would be waiting for him. So would a bath. His book, his pants, his essel. A bottle of vodka keep cool in their root cellar. But instead of a smile and a kiss, he was greeted with the sounds of crime, the low moaning that comes from the deepest pain. He calls out to her, Kayla, and approaches their bedroom door. There's this going. Next picture. He didn't have to ask what was wrong. At a glance, he knew. What? These are pictures. The fuck am I looking at? What happened? You left your paintings out. I was curious what you were working on. He's like, what is this? What do you mean, what is this? This is life. I am a chronicle of life. Is he out of control? Or did he leave or did you leave him the paintings out? You did, didn't you? I can only write what feels true. I have no tolerance for your would-be artistry. Forget the the flourishes of language and nonsense plot twists. Just write the fucking story as I had twisted you the plot twist. Yeah, I don't really get what the hell this is supposed to be. Like, he left his paintings on. Why is she crying? They're fucking drawings. What's the big deal? What's the big idea? You know? Oh, this is too funny. That's not the way this works, you brute. Oh, I love this issue. You can't just take away her agency and treat her like a pawn. But that's exactly what she is. I can only control him. Reality will only bend so much around his behavior. Then control him. I know you've been shipping and selling your paintings. I didn't know what you were sharing with the world. It's not what they think. It's not what you think. He says. Oh, painting a beast in stage. Her voice roars to shriek. You can't explain this away. What is the big idea? What am I missing? Was there something? Was this in like fucking X Corp or something? Why is she so pissy over fucking paintings? Was there something I missed in a previous issue of X Force? The fuck is going on here? The fuck? Anyway, let me through, he said. He held out his big arms, motioning her to come to him. She had always felt safe there. She could not resist. She wanted to believe in her gentle, kind Pitor, however you say the man's fucking name. Or is it Peter? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe it's how the Russians spell. I don't fucking know. He whispered that that would be all right. Wait, what? Yo! Wait, hold on. I gotta read this. But he was lying, of course. Nothing would ever be right again. Bruh! Yo! 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 Bruh! This man just killed his wife. What the fuck is going on here, ladies and gentlemen? I did not sign up for this shit. There, now that wasn't so hard, was it? She served her purpose. After a sabbatical, my dear brother, so many believe, is a pacifist, a love lord, gentle farmer. But he needs to be able to work with the greater flexibility now. Now, no more prying eyes. He will ship the paintings tomorrow. He will ship the paintings tomorrow. He will ship the paintings tomorrow. I know you like your wine, but there is no need to look beyond our borders for your pleasures. Russia provides the real potatoes and sugar beets that make this vodka were harvested from my own land. Some bullshit in Russian. To your health. Enjoy a moment of respite, while knowing your labor is far from finished. Next week, the man's actually sweating. Alright, let's keep going. Like any artist, I require a muse. Only focus agent, shall we say. Someone, something that I study from every angle I know and know the shadowy corners of every of even better than I know myself. Then and only then do I feel driven to write. I do not know how to describe it. A buzzing, almost electronic sensation, as though I am plunging into a current. If I haven't connected with the characters, truly connected into them, then with an inspired flash, ink and paper became flesh and blood. I am sure there are some who refer to this process crudely with misleading terms like hypothesis, brainwashing, mind plants, but this is merely because their vocabulary is crass and they cannot grasp it to the what the hell was I? The transportative power of literature. The world of course is distracted by pretty darmness. Irrelevant football matches, innate television programming. There is, in this day and age, only so much prose can accomplish. The rest of the world will only bend so much around my reversion of reality. But with faith, with divine concentration, my world can affect profound change through the aperture of one's soul. Reader, his name is Praetor, I would say his first name, Rasputin. Though his brother knows him, I know him as a brother. Some shit in Russian. Next page. That's now how it's done. Looks like the morning after St. Patty's. Out with the talks. Black Tom will take care of the rest. Got a will-o-wisp pull right out my boogie parts. You mix up the organic decay of phosphate, and methane. With the tasty blast of oxygen, you get yourself a pretty piece of ignition. Next page. Never felt like we had any connection, BC, like you were cold and snobbish, English sort of bugger. But it's funny, sort of thing, being inside somebody. You got inside yourself, and your outside self. The inside self. The inside self. The inside self is where the broken bits hide. No. What's wrong? It's on you. What is? Hold on. Missed a page. Hold on. Got to read the rest of this page real quick. There's nothing on Black Tom. Then it must already be inside you. Thank you for your service, but you've been compromised. We'll need to terminate yo terminate fam. You're not this ain't the fucking terminate. What you talk about termination shit about termination? The fuck? No, please, not after all Black Tom's done for you. It's not. It's not on you after all. It's on me. It's my eye. It's in my eye. Yo, what the fuck? I think, yes, I've done it. I'm safe. Our girl is safe. Well, wasn't that a little extreme? God damn, fam. He has been waiting quietly, and now the time to act was upon him. He planted her like a seed in the field that they tilled and weeded and harvested together. It wouldn't take long before the bare patch of dirt to fill in with flowers. Starts crying. He had no choice but to do as fate commanded, and yet there was a pain bottled deep inside him. He returned home to find the bath she had drawn for him still warm. In its water, he washed away more than dirt. His body and his mind felt clean. Next page. Professor, I was hoping we could talk. Oh shit, Charles knows. Yo. Alright, yo. I think that's everything. Yep, that's everything. It looks like I'm going to have to delay my recording of X-Men because the sun's starting to get in the camera. But anyway, guys, this issue was fucking up. This was probably the best X-Force issue in some time, honestly, if I'm being real with y'all. This issue was fucking fantastic, man. Overall, I'm gonna give this issue a 9.5 out of 10, guys. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, if you like it. Links down in the box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.